Let him cook.
Can y'all hear me?
You can't keep getting away with it! We are coming and we are coming in waves!
Heyo. Hey.
We are coming and we are coming in waves.
We are coming in waves. What's up, guys?
Oh my God. Look at Rogue's eyes. He's
Oh.
poisoned.
I poisoned him out.
Oh
Dang.
shit! I
Look
got
at
the
that
virus.
lens flare.
He's
He
Watch
caught
out!
it.
I'm contagious.
he's contagious.
The vibe is contagious. What's up, brother?
How are you guys?
I'm glad you got me with my hat on.
I had to
important.
re-Photoshop that. Because what
Can you send me that?
Yeah, I can send it to you. What you sent me was like 400 pixels, and I'm like, this is crazy. So I did a quick Photoshop job, and we got it all
You got the-
squared away.
You got the orphan design treatment, man.
Dude, that's beautiful.
Incredible.
Usually you have to pay with the around the back handy or something.
Well,
Well,
that's an option.
yeah, well,
I'll leave that on the table, but
we're not opposed.
I'm glad to see that everyone is offering promo. We've been looking for free promotion on both of our channels, viewers, followers, views, chat bots, etc. So appreciate
This is
you
actually
guys.
the best way to get through to us is to
To
mass text
spam our
bomb.
chat.
Yeah, spam our chat.
Guys,
We can't not see it.
I've got a secret sauce for you. Check.
What is it, dude?
Ready? Nojito Spindrift. 6 milligram
Wow.
Cool Mint Zin.
Are you kidding? me?
Mash them together, and you got a zooted show on your hands, baby.
All right. Is
You're
that
fucking
legal?
gone.
I
You're fucking.
Holy shit.
You're insane, bro.
I
Dude, you throw a hard kombucha in the mix, and you're basically just a fucking. You're just zooted beyond belief.
yeah, you're trading.
flying.
You got like 8 charts up. Your eyes literally
Space cadet.
literally turn green.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's the secret sauce. It's a good con.
That's crazy.
That's how
Yeah.
you make $1 million in shit coins in one day.
Just do
Just fucking 24 hours straight,
That's it.
just staring at 18 charts at the same time.
Jeff Bezos, who, dude?
Dumbest- Yeah, dude.
Fuck that guy.
Do you think
They're
Bezos?
not ready for this kind of alpha.
You think Bezos
Yeah.
does Zin? He's probably a 1 milligram
mean,
guy.
He's
He
loading
boofs
up on
it,
an.
though.
Yeah, he goes straight up the chute.
He 1 milligrams up the booth. And he makes his fucking girlfriend do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he ain't doing that himself. Does
No,
that guy lift a finger anymore?
the angles don't work.
it's mostly because of the angle.
It's not like
Let's
I've
see.
tried it. but it just doesn't seem like it would work.
Yeah,
You know.
that checks out. That checks out.
Well, guys, first off, how have the shit coins been?
I think it's cooling off.
Yeah,
Thank
I mean,
Lord.
right now, just the general market, we're kind of low on liquidity here, not a ton of volume. We kind of took a little dip here, and luckily we're bouncing off 65. But if we lose that, it might be lights out for a minute. So I think this shit coins are on their kind of last rotation of shuffling chips around until everyone realizes there aren't that many chips left until the next, majors pump.
Yeah.
So, it's you got to get it while the getting's good, and then you got to know when to get out too. And I think right now is probably the time to cool off. There'll be some winners, of course, but it's probably less EV than you want spending 18 hours a day looking for the next fucking Bowden ass holes in liquor 12.
Zin Liquor. Actually, that's the ticker that I'm in right now.
Zin Liquor 12.
That's my financial
Damn,
advice.
that's
Yeah,
good.
dude.
Nice.
Yeah, we should make
Bro,
it. We should make Old English coin.
That sounds pretty sick, actually.
OE, dude, I'd fucking buy that. That's like,
Yeah.
dude, why are you giving out alpha like this on stream? We got to do
For
this
free?
before we get on stream
yeah,
and
yeah.
then chill it.
Sorry.
You're doing it in the reverse order, my friend.
Fuck. I'm not very good at this, honestly.
Rogue, what are your not financial advice shitcoins that you like?
Oh, I'm a big whiff guy. I'm big into the
Clearly.
whiff. To me, it's such a simple but good meme that there's no way it doesn't get a significant pump.
Mhm.
Like, in my opinion, I think it was so evident when, I don't know if you guys saw that Bloomberg clip where they were talking about like the crypto bull market.
Yeah.
And she's like, even coins like Pepe and dog with hat. And she like can't say it without smiling and giggling. And like, this is a fucking Bloomberg analyst
Bullish.
here. And, I think it's just so good, so simple. It's already shown like Lindy, at least in terms of shitcoin Lindy, So I'm super bullish on Whiff. I think it's a kind of must own. And then I think some of the smaller ones are just kind of get in and out as they come. I got a few base memes. I got a few, Bowden could be all right. I think we'll see how it fares after this kind of dip, but I think Whiff is it's so fucking good. It's so good. I'm excited for it. I think it's big winner this cycle.
Do you think Coinbase goes the route of launching more meme coins?
I don't think or are you talking about like listing them on the exchange?
Yeah. Do you think they'll actually support them?
Oh yeah, I 100% think Whiff's getting listing. It has enough volume. I think Coinbase's main thing is they want Lindy and they want volume and staying power. They don't want to just list a meme coin that then goes to like zero the next day or next week even, right?
Sure.
Bad luck.
They want something that has a little staying power. And I think we saw with Bonk that they are willing to list something if it does gain traction and it does have a bit of staying power. So I think Whiff is kind of right next in line. I think Pepe, I think the only reason it hasn't been listed now is because of like possible copyright issues, which is interesting.
Sure.
But
Has Matt Fury gone after it though, like as a coin?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just, they're a TradFi business, so I think they're just trying to be preemptive.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I think Whiff is at the top of the meme coin docket when it comes to Coinbase. I think it's a matter of time.
Makes sense. What are your feelings about Prime now that the white papers have come out as well?
Oh, dude, it's so bearish. Sell all of it to me.
I'm trying to help you,
all
dude.
from you.
Yeah.
I'll take it all off your hands.
Yeah.
Just
We're
sell
here to
it.
help.
Get right to me. I mean, I think it's hilarious how slow the market's been to react to this. I mean, we're at 27 now, and you might say, well, that's $7 higher, almost like 40% pump. Man, I still don't think anyone understands what's happening here.
Yeah.
The Wayfinder white paper is so incredibly bullish, even as
Bro.
just a product of AI infrastructure and how it will create a level of ease for anyone using blockchains, a level of intelligence for using blockchains that we don't even quite understand yet what that could mean in terms of like bridges, buying coins, whatever. And then, of course, you have like Colony AI and all that can do all on top of it and alongside it. And you're getting all this for free for owning Prime, which is already a fucking $100 coin in my opinion. So it's just like, hey, what other fucking coin can you find with potential like 4 or 5 times upside? And it gives you another AI coin that's gonna have 4 or 5 times upside, you know, as an airdrop. It's like it just
It's
seems
pretty
like
nuts.
such a layup trade. And you know, I was trying to scoop more at 20. Unfortunately, we didn't get quite down that low. But I'm already brilliantly balls deep overexposed, and you know, and I'm still trying to buy more. So that's all it should tell you.
Butler's saying that you could buy it from him at 100. So that sounds like a pretty decent deal.
That's a pretty decent deal. Yeah. Still a lot of upside if I buy it right now at the price of 100, which is insane.
There's upside. It's just for who, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think of the? Every once in a while, it's like Prime at an all-time high of Axie. You know, comparing last cycle to this cycle.
Yeah. I know.
Like, those estimations are like 400. Like that seems a bit crazy, right? But I
Is
mean,
it crazy though? Like in a frothy bull market,
No.
if we have right.
it just
That's
seems
right.
crazy. Like, you know, it's like the same way
Well-
Ethereum looked at 4,000 looked crazy when it's at like
Sure.
$6 or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
The other thing we have to think about here is with Wayfinder, we're going to have a shit ton of supply locked up. So
Right.
one of the big things people don't like about Prime is the FDV, which is such a meme in the case of Prime, right? Because emissions is done so well. There's going to be so many Prime syncs. Players are going to be, you know, running through and using Prime all the time. And more Prime syncs than I think people are aware of. But you know, it's a game. There's going to be emissions, and people are worried about the FDV. But once Wayfinder staking comes live, we're going to have so much. Like, who is going to own Prime that's not going to stake it for a free AI coin? It's going to be so little of the percentage. You know, there's going to be the Uniswap pool. There's going to be the Coinbase market makers, and then there's going to be, you know, I think like 10% of actual holders who maybe want to trade it and aren't going to want some sort of staking, some sort of lock, I'd imagine there for AI coin.
Sure.
So we're going to see a real chunk of the coin taken off the market immediately. And then, you know, that's going to be as we're further along in the bull, inshallah. And so we're going to, and this is a bull that's going to be even bigger than last bull, you know, God willing.
The golden bull,
you know,
some are saying.
Yeah. And so the idea of tokens being able to reach a higher, like this leg up being higher than the last, more liquidity in the whole system. I mean, I think it is very possible and realistic to hit some of the higher end market caps that we saw last cycle and even surpass them. Now, I think Axie was a great Ponzi, you know, to use the crypto term of it, and it had a good flywheel and it hit a, you know, super high market cap. I'm not predicting that Prime will hit exactly the same way, but I think if anything, there's huge upside up to that point that is just it's there for the taking because of the level of liquidity we're going to have, because of a lot of the sinks, a lot of the staking levers that I imagine are going to come. Just, you know, I think it's super bullish. And so, you know, we'll see.
All that said, we're going to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's sick, man.
you make a lot of good points. What do you think you know, you're going to be able to stake for a Wayfinder token? You know, they're calling it prompt, like at this point, right? But do you think that you'll have to lock up, or the emissions are monthly. So do you think that it'll just be like, hey, whatever you have at this snapshot in the month, in there you get yielded?
Or bonuses for locks too, right?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways they can approach it. I know the community is going to have its say in this. I think it'll be interesting to see what route people want to go. I'd imagine that people are going to want some sort of locking system because, again, that takes supply off the market, and that's usually pretty good. But I think there's a lot of different ways we can go about it. So it'll be interesting to see what the community wants here, and how the EPs have been thinking about it and what ideas they might have. I'm a mere pleb, so I know nothing, but Parallel's done things right. So I have a lot of faith that that's going to continue to be how it is.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but you're a Cabal member. You're the one running the show, right?
Oh, no, exactly. Yeah.
I thought you
Away
were one
Those
of
are
the
the
rumors,
rumors, dude. Let's just tackle the rumors head on, okay? The Blood Cabal.
Yeah, man, I fucking wish.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of sounds nice, actually.
I'd have a girlfriend if I was in the Cabal. Man.
You know that? Yeah, they come with Cabals come with girlfriends.
You get an e-girl upon entry.
Damn, that's a good Cabal.
That's what I hear.
It's pretty
Yeah,
decent. It's pretty decent. Sick. I think the real question is when Senpai shells. We gotta put the shells into place. So what are we gonna cook up, Rogue? We gotta cook up some ideas for Wayfinder.
Just straight fucking my wallet to e-girl pipeline.
most used pathway.
I mean, there might be a market. Digital e-girls. I could see the
I'm
avatars.
saying, dog.
I could see that being a real market in Colony.
Dude, the AIs are able to analyze e-girls without any horn. And so there's a level of clarity
Holy
that
smokes.
just creates a speculative market
Yeah.
that none of us are ready for.
Perpetual seed retention.
Wow.
They've never been clear, dude.
A post-nut world. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Insane.
no one's ready for fucking avatar mating. That's all I gotta say. And the OnlyFans accounts that are gonna come out of that.
Man.
The funniest thing for me was like everyone's hot takes for the white papers, and then 90% of them being a screenshot of like breeding and like a highlight of that line in particular. And I just I lost it because my whole timeline was just like, yeah, did you guys see this part though?
They can bang, dude.
Yeah. Could you guys act a little less lonely? Jesus Christ.
This is crypto.
So funny.
We cannot.
CT.
Everyone's
goddamn.
virgins here.
God damn it, guys.
Bro, I mean, Kalos leaked that on our podcast that was an option, and nobody listened. Well, all right, we did have people listen, but people didn't listen close enough.
Sorry,
because
Rogue.
We knew that was a possibility.
Yeah,
if you were a podcast listener. But I was always excited for that possibility, especially because I bought some hot avatars. So
There
I
you
think
go,
they're gonna be at a premium.
In demand.
Gonna be
No one
a
talking about.
premium.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, do you think
That
they'll
was,
have genetics?
What was it?
Do you think they'll have genetics, or you think it's gonna go that
would be
deep?
Fucking crazy.
I mean, I think there's gonna be trait, kind of passing on. I would imagine in the least.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Recessive traits, things of that
Yeah,
nature.
rarity
Yeah.
type stuff.
That would be fucking wild.
That would be fun. That'd be a game in
Yeah.
itself.
100%. Now, is that something that the team would develop, or is that something that Wayfinder would provide an opportunity?
That's something I'm personally developing.
Nice.
I've volunteered for the role.
Yeah, you guys are worried
Personally
about a cabal, and
Yeah.
Rogue's over here getting into avatar genetics, guys. This is what he spends all his time doing.
Mapping out the breeding process and what comes out of it and how it's gonna look.
Nice.
His spreadsheets are hot or not right now. He's getting through it slowly.
Kvac said we should host a pageant, a beauty pageant for
Hell yeah.
avatars. That sounds pretty hype,
There we
actually.
go.
Sounds
Dude,
a little
imagine
biased.
these
but-
AIs just become fucking like hyper aware of looks because of this and end up like creating a society based on fucking looks and become some dystopia.
Because of this
That's
stream,
fun
actually.
stuff.
This,
Yeah.
this stream is informing them.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed them this stream as their
Always
initial
has
learning.
Fuck, man.
They're just gonna
You could.
they're
You
just gonna
probably
buy
could.
whiff.
Damn. Yeah, there's just so much potential, though. It's really wild. I haven't even gotten through the whole white paper. I really need to dedicate more time to it. I know you guys have, but
It's a
Speaking
thick
of,
read, and it's especially hard if you don't know how to read like me. But
yeah, dude, it takes time, man.
Yeah.
You gotta hire someone to read it to you, to draw it for you.
it's too much. I can't wait till my kid gets old enough that he can like read white papers to me. I'm
It's a good
tired.
reason to have a kid, actually.
Yeah, right.
come sit on my lap. It's
Yeah.
time to read the new parallel white paper.
Yeah, this is a grand story.
We'll be telling our kids for generations.
40%, 5% to stakeholders,
Daddy, how do you
2.5%.
get
Great.
so rich and get so many e-girls? Come sit on my lap. It's about time you read this.
Well,
It's the family heirloom.
we should get it. We should get it leather
The
bound.
Wayfinder white paper.
That's incredible.
Do you think they'll
Sign
sell
me up.
leather bound Wayfinder white papers?
I hope
As a
so.
prime sync?
I'd cop.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's how it was actually initially written, was with quill.
It probably was.
Yeah,
ink
that's how we
at-
know.
Kalos in the woods
Exactly.
with,
Right in the
In the
middle of the
woods, yeah,
woods,
yeah.
guys.
with an owl
Yeah.
feather.
By lamplight, candlelight, just fucking
just smashing up berries for ink.
ink. Yeah.
His wife is
Using
like,
his own blood as ink. Just like, this is my life's work.
Alice, we can afford
fuckers."
electricity. And he's like, no, babe, not here.
No.
Not here.
Yeah.
How many
No, that's 100% how it went down.
how many people do you think actually read the white paper? Because I saw a lot of
Six.
I saw
Yeah,
I
99% did not.
Yeah, I saw a lot of echoing of posts
Yeah.
and a little bit less of actual stuff that was in the white paper.
I will tell you I didn't. But yeah, I either believe you read it via Chat GPT giving you a summary, or you read the first 5 pages and then you gave up.
Yeah.
That's kind of meta to have Chat GPT give you an AI white paper
Right?
summary.
Yeah.
It is a little meta.
But I mean, I really honestly do encourage people to read it. It's the understanding you get from it on what they're building out here at the infrastructure level and the implications of it
Yeah.
are massive.
Yeah.
They're massive and it's insane. And it's just makes it a token you really want to own. And you know, if these are your investments, this is something worth reading. And you don't have to, you know, fucking lose your mind over every sentence, but if you're able to, you know, summarize the whole thing and understand it, I think you'll be all the better for it.
Plus, there's a lot of opportunity in it from everything that I have read thus far. If you are paying attention, there are plenty of areas for exploration for builders or for people that are in the community currently that want to start ideating. So you essentially have a head start. It's just how you utilize the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, figuring out what you're going to do on day 1 of Wayfinder coming out is going to be pretty stinking important, it sounds like, because the first person to make a path with their shells basically owns that path and gets a rake of all the throughput on it. So
Yeah. I'm actually curious, like, how much of a barrier to entry will it be to actually have a dev in the back pocket or in your friend group?
Well, they said you don't even need coding experience to build some of these shells out. Like,
Okay.
that's huge.
Well, if that's
and
the
there's-
case, then there's a interface to allow that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
yeah,
So not a ton of details on that necessarily, but basically the paper was like, yeah, we want this to be as accessible for anyone to build these shells as possible. So yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. My first shell is going to be e-girls. My second shell is going to be how to buy whiff. And that's about all you need. That's the portfolio.
and you're
right
set.
You're set, dude.
Damn.
It's pretty good, actually. Rogue's gonna be the kingpin of Wayfinder.
Yeah, then he'll be in the real cabal.
them to
Right,
finally
exactly.
invite me into whatever cabal there is.
The crypto lords will be like, Rogue, we've been waiting.
Mhm.
We've been watching, and we're very pleased.
Finally.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
we've
real.
done it.
Well, man, we got a lot. There's just so much to talk about. I'm working up a couple scripts for a Prime video, a Colony video, and a Wayfinder video. I want to have like those three, like Coin Bureau style, where you go there, it's 10 minutes, and it's like literally everything you need to know about those. And then when we were doing the symposium, this kind of leads into what we were here to talk about. We were talking about bonds a lot, and that's like a whole nother rabbit hole we can dive down. But Rogue, tell us about some bond news that you have.
Yeah, that we have really. So we have come together, the trident tip of Yunt, Game Cellar, and Inverse Guild, and we have come together to form a bond to throw our hat in the arena. And I think this was a marriage of opportunity and pleasure because
Underscore pleasure, yeah.
I mean, I know on the Yunt side of things, we're not just lovers as an investment of Parallel, but really of the game and then the whole ecosystem. And so for us, a bond was always something we wanted to work toward and kind of build out, because we want to like level up the competition, the amount of community that this game allows for, and to put use to our players and our assets and all that fun stuff. But at the same time, at Yunt, we have members that are in Echelon and that can't have can't be leading bonds or anything like that, right? Conflicts of interest and such. And so I am not an Echelon, and I wanted to try and see what we could do and how we could build out. And I know we had a community. And so I started reaching out to members, and like you guys, you were one of my first calls really on trying to start something, because you guys have such an amazing community, such an amazing streaming platform, and are so tuned into Parallel the game, Parallel the community. And so it felt like an amazing collaboration. Sorry if you hear my dog crying in the background.
Oh,
She's
good.
been whiny today.
She's hungry, man.
Yeah. And then at the same time, we have Fitch and Inverse Guild. And Inverse Guild was, a collection of players and CT kind of natives from the beginning. And Fitch is obviously working for Parallel. So he, like similar with Yunt and EPs, like couldn't have that conflict of interest there. And yet he wanted his community to be a part of a bond and to be a part of this Parallel ecosystem. And so we thought it would be, an awesome convergence there, where we can combine communities, where anyone who had conflicts of interest could step away and yet still have, still be able to give to the Parallel ecosystem what we wanted to, which was, a building out of the competition of, friends and ecosystem. And so, we three, along with a lot of our friends and awesome Parallel players, have come together to create this thing called Contagion, which is starting as a Parallel bond, but will be more. We want to build this out as really an esports brand, as a media brand, to highlight some of the amazing games like Parallel that are being created, to create a strong community and competitive platform that gives players opportunities and that allows them to utilize assets they might not have. And, like, especially from your guys' angle, being able to educate players on these games, being able to, include people to become streamers and to build that excitement and showcase some of the awesome things that we are doing and can do. So that was a long way to say, a lot of the inspiration behind it. What do you got? How do you guys feel about it? What do you think?
Oh, dude, I'm stoked. There's like so many. You did say it's bigger than Parallel, but like there are so many individuals from all sides that have joined this effort that are parallel OGs. So to see that collection of passion was something that definitely like stood out to us. And it's also, I think, the Bond scene right now within the parallel ecosystem is really healthy. There's a lot of day ones, and everyone's kind of formulated their own groups. But we're all, friendly with one another, and I think it'll be really healthy competition too. So we're stoked. I think it's a perfect sort of makeup for the space as a whole, and really excited to see how it evolves too.
100%. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm just so excited for Bonds. I mean, like you're saying, right? Like the amount of people creating bonds and thinking about this, and it's not even out yet, is pretty crazy. So
It's nuts.
the community is, pun intended, primed for it, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
No, I fully
Hopefully,
agree.
yeah. Hopefully, a lot of these. Well, Amber says we can't be friends anymore. Yeah, that's fair.
Weren't
man.
friends
That's fair.
anyways, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like the way in which a lot of us have collaborated with one another, especially on the content side too. I think there's always been this is like the antithesis to Malamber's point, but it's kind of been like a rising tide lifts all boats situation. So the hope would be that bonds still continue to work together, and I think we all benefit from the systems that will be put into place. But yeah, I mean, we're just at the tip of the iceberg too. Like tournament formats are not even out yet within the game client. Planetfall is coming soon. Like there's just so much that's right around the corner, and there are a lot of other games that have lending protocols that are coming as well. So the sky's the limit for bonds and Web3 and beyond that right now.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I think even in the parallel ecosystem, like you're saying, I think it's really healthy to have a bunch of bonds to start and healthy competition between them. And really, I think that level of competition to showcase the game gets
Yeah.
people excited, and some like natural rivalries that come out of
100%.
it.
Mhm.
That's something that engages players. That's something that makes them choose sides, that wants them, makes people want to get good, realize like, oh, if I get good, I can earn by joining this bond. Oh, like my favorite player is playing in this bond, I want to go join them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when you add streams into it, when you add tournaments into it, it's like teams in the NBA. It just creates a whole another level of engagement and excitement for the community and ability to showcase the game and all that it can do. So from that level, it also really made sense for us. And I think it's evening out into such a awesome bond landscape of possible rivalries and competition, and also I love the dudes in all the other bonds as well. Like I'm tight with a bunch of them, but that doesn't mean I won't be happy whooping their ass too in tournaments and stuff. So I think it's just plus EV for the whole parallel ecosystem, having a lot of these really strong and fun bonds to start.
Who's gonna be our rival?
All of them.
All of them?
What do you mean?
Holy
There's not
shit.
one, dude.
It's like a Pokemon gym trainer situation. You got like eight separate
kinda.
rivals.
Oh, dude, let's get badges. That'd be sick, actually.
Yeah, bro,
Dude, that would be sick.
Black and like
badges.
Cersei was talking about building that. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but they were saying like
That'd be cool.
they want to do like a Pokemon gym battle in parallel.
I like that.
Like that sounds
That'd be
fun.
Fire.
I like
That'd
that.
be
Yeah.
fire. It's like almost a King of the Hill. I think Kalis was talking about this, like a King of the Hill, and then the winner of the tournament that week has like the belt for the week, and then everyone has to go and try and beat him and take the belt from him
Oh,
for
that's
the
cool.
week, and then they like redo it next week.
That would be
So there's some cool options for formats and stuff like that, and then we could brag like, oh, Contagion's got the belt this week. This is our second time in a row. Like, where Exile at, or
The
where
streak.
PDAO at, and
Yeah, dude.
so
I like that a lot. I'm also thinking about it from the perspective of like a success signal for people that are currently outside of the ecosystem. So you have all of these new ambassadors that are Hearthstone champions and players that the team has done a phenomenal job onboarding. But if I were in their position and I were making the judgment, like, does this game have the right chops? Like, does it deserve my time and energy? Not only does the game have to be good and the mechanics of the game have to be dialed in, but like as you've already illustrated, the landscape of competition already has to be there as well. And so we've already seen a lot of tournaments taking place, and we have these bonds that are formulated. And that, to me, like if I were one of them, my guess is that is a very, very healthy signal that this is a space that I want to start spending my time in.
Yeah, no, I like that. And it creates like exactly like you're saying, for these new pros to come in, to show, okay, there's already a community here and they want to build out strong players together. They want to, create these strong guilds already. It shows them that there's a level of seriousness and then ramps up the competition for everyone else. And for people that are on the sidelines who really like the game, who might not know how to get involved more, like might not have the money for the assets they want, might not be able to, might not know where to start on what cards to buy, what keys they need, that are really good players and want to be earning max prime, but, don't have the startup capital for it. Bonds are such an awesome way for them to earn while, playing and winning, which is what they're already doing. And it also helps people understand the flywheel that is possible with this game, and the opportunities that are possible when, you start to realize going from, okay, I'm a top 50 player, I'm having a lot of fun, and, I earn 0.01 prime a month, to, oh shit, I'm earning, $30 worth of prime a day or whatever, playing this game, and my bond is like giving me all this hype and throwing me on streams, and we're winning tournaments and all this stuff. So I think it's an awesome way to showcase what's possible with this game for newcomers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, wait, there's even like people that have been in the community for a while. We had Second Breakfast on yesterday morning, and Aquatic Golem was in the chat, and he was like, listen, I have like a bunch of cards right now, but I'm missing a few. And I don't necessarily want to engage with ETH L1 right now because of gas fees, and I can't find the cards that I need on base. And everyone was like, well, why don't you go get a starter deck? And he's like, well, I just need like these 3 cards. Like, I don't want to get a whole starter deck to get these 3 cards. And then we were like, well, bonds are around the corner. You could just lend them. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. So like that is also a major unlock for accessibility for a lot of players that have even been around. And I know people that are performing well, top 100 on starter decks alone. So then imagine if they augment those starter decks with legendary cards that didn't have access to.
Yeah.
You have a totally different, I mean, the leaderboard is going to get mixed up. Once people have access to the cards that they need, it's going to change a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll also showcase cards themselves, right? And the value in them. And I think it'll start people, wanting to buy more of their own cards, wanting to fill out some of their decks and then join bonds and, get some of those legendaries or keys that they're missing. So I think it's, just overall a great way to highlight the ecosystem. Like you're saying, it's really exciting.
No, it really is, man. What if people want to get involved in Contagion, what do they do? What would be the call to action?
It's a great question. I would say DM our Twitter. You could always reach out to me if you have any questions. But I think DMing our Twitter is a great place to start. This is something we want to be a staple in the parallel community. And so like we're always interested in hearing from players that are really active and are doing really well, content creators that really love what they're doing and want to showcase more of the game, want to showcase more as possible. And, people that have a lot of assets and play the game occasionally, but maybe don't get full utility out of them, that are interested in, joining a bond so they can get better at the game, so they can lend out some assets and earn some more. So there's a lot of opportunities both with us and bonds in general for kind of every level of community member, which is exciting. And so to anyone interested, I would say there's lots of different avenues to pursue. You don't have to just be a top 10 player, or you don't have to just be, the god asset holder, right? Like there's so much in between.
Hell yeah.
What do you guys think?
Dude, I love it. I think it's great. I think there's a ton of assets within Contagion too. So I do think it's important for people to know, like, there's going to be a ton to leverage from the bond itself, because there's some whales involved, which is awesome.
Well, if you want me to shield the bond for a second.
Yeah, dude. That's what we're here to do, man. The fuck?
I thought we were trying to be more neutral, I mean, the
No,
long
we
and the
shifted
short of
gears.
it, we're fucking gonna be murdering folks, right? Like, no, we're super lucky in that we have, a lot of community members from Yunt, from Inverse, from you guys, from friends that have been around Parallel since the beginning and have accumulated a lot of assets. So we're gonna be a huge asset holding bond, which is really exciting for me because it means all of our players are going to have a plethora of shit to choose from to really earn max prime, and make sure they're always at the top of the leaderboards. They have what the cards they need to be at the top of the leaderboards, to be winning tournaments. They're going to have everything at their disposal, really, which is exciting for me. And I mean, we've been lucky enough to be friends with some amazing players, some amazing community members, and they're already grinding at the top of the leaderboards. We have, friends that are going to come in and kind of take over. I think people aren't always ready for that either. And so I think we're going to be a powerhouse, man. I'm super excited. I think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. We've already seen some amazing bonds out there, so we had to come in hot, We couldn't step up soft, and that's why we're kind of announcing now. We wanted all the pieces in place and make sure, our community is strong, the brand is strong, and everything was kind of set in place. But we're fucking ready to come out ripping. We're gonna have a ton of assets, ton of awesome players. I would want to be in our bond if I was anyone else, but
And he's not biased, guys.
I'm not, bro. Why would I be biased?
Well,
Hell yeah.
and we got some vibes too. We've on the back end. We've been cooking up some memes, some branding, some content ideas. So
Yeah, Jared's cooking up call to action in chat too. He's the call to action is, how do we get infected?
raw dog.
Oh boy.
No,
not the player.
No barriers. just go in dirty.
Damn, Raw Dog might have some feelings about that.
That's true.
Hell yeah. There you have it, Jared. You got your answer, man.
Yeah, Jared, just message us on Twitter.
Oh, there's your actual answer.
Or go bug chasing.
Yeah, exactly. Sweet. What do we have to look forward to, Rogue? Is there anything else that you're cooking up? I feel like you got some secrets that you have up your sleeve, but maybe they're not ready to be revealed yet.
Any secrets? I never.
No,
I mean,
not me.
Just like Orphan said, Contagion's gonna be a community too, and an awesome one that I'm excited to be a part of. So, right now on the Parallel side, this is, I think, something really awesome and exciting, and there's so many layers to it, and I don't think we even understand or have fully mapped out all that it's going to be, and I think it's going to happen organically and wonderfully. So I'm really excited for everything we're doing here. Man, what other secrets do I have that I can tell? I mean,
what's safe?
We're about to drop a new episode in the coming weeks of Goodwill Yunting. I was taking a bit of a hiatus as I had some personal life stuff going on, and crypto markets were hot, and we've been super busy at Yunt. All good things, which is exciting. So keep an eye out for that. And man, what else? I'm just excited to be starting this with y'all. I'm so happy to have you guys on board as partners here. And I love what y'all do. And I think from the content and media side, what you bring to the table, and the inspiration that this brings for other community members and new players that are going to be joining our bond is super exciting for me. So yeah, I want to throw that out there.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, there's so much to still uncover. So to be able to work alongside you guys and everyone else that's in the bond, there's a lot of collaborations to be had yet. I also dropped the link to Goodwill Yunting in the chat. So
sexy.
Everyone follow. I generally listen on Spotify, so I dropped the Spotify link, but it's always a fun listen. And you're right, you guys drop a lot of alpha, so you got to know where to look for the alpha, guys. And Rogue has it. So make sure.
Do you guys have a Manscaped sponsorship?
Do we?
Yeah.
Can we?
Do you?
Will we?
Can you?
Confirmed?
I just don't listen to any podcasts without a Manscaped sponsorship. So.
That's true. That's a good barometer, actually.
Maybe once you start listening, Manscaped will come to us, because they'll be like, oh, this guy, every podcast we listen to, we get him advertised too. So we need you now.
Yeah, they just follow me around and advertise to me. I've got 8 boxes I get every month.
I'm so fucking Manscaped, you wouldn't even believe it, bro.
I'm so smooth.
Not a hair on his body, like a fucking seal.
That's what happens, man. It's his cross to bear.
Oh, I love seal.
Well, shit. We know you only had an hour, so we wanted to get in and out. I think we tackled everything, man. Is there anything else on your mind?
No, I don't think so. Did y'all get to shill the bond at all? I wanna hear y'all's shill.
Oh, dude.
For the bond?
Well, I'll shill something because Orphan's modest. Orphan crushed the branding. I thought the branding was gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm in love with it, man.
It's fucking great.
Super excited. And then he'll just randomly drop some shit in chat, and I'll be like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. What the fuck?"
It's pretty sick.
And
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, that's gonna be my favorite part of the bond. Is like, I think all of us involved just have really fun vibes, and especially with the healthy competitive nature of like cross bonds and stuff, I think we're gonna meme pretty hard. I think it's gonna be a good time once these things are rolled out and we start, battling against each other in tournaments and stuff.
100%. And it's like, we talk about this all the time. Mimetic language is the natural discourse of the internet, and especially CT. So the more we lean into that, I think that is a huge differentiator. And if you look at the landscape of bonds, which Orphan had done a good deal of research, not bonds aside, guilds more specifically, traditional guilds, it looks really stale. So there's a huge opportunity there to have a fresh voice in the room. And I think we can definitely be a part of that conversation.
For sure. Yeah, I think when people hop on, I'm going to pull it up right now, the bonds page when you get to the website or to in-game client, like I think we're going to probably stand out there, and like it's just going to be, the people are going to be wondering what that monstrosity is. We're going to have waifus all toxiced out. And it's gonna be a vibe.
Wall of e-girls.
Yeah.
Who is this bond?
We're working on a character. A character would be sick. I'm so
hyped for the character, bro.
So
I want that so bad.
An e-girl in a hazmat suit with just her tits out or something. And, like the sky's
Dead
the
or alive
limit.
vibes.
Yeah. We're gonna get a fucking letter from Kalos like, hey guys,
you guys gotta chill or we can't feature you on the bond page.
Yeah. The body physics of Dead or Alive are incorporated into branding somehow.
If we don't get if we don't get at least a message, if not multiple messages from Papa K,
not doing it
asking
right.
us to tone it down, then we're not on the cutting edge, you know.
Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. That's
Gotta
I need
dial
like
it
a
up.
DM from him like every other week, like, "Hey, Rogue, listen."
I've told
They
you.
all the message starts the same every time.
Yeah.
It starts regarding. We've been over this in all caps.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Incredible. Well, we're excited, man. We're excited to work with you guys and get this thing off the ground. But this is a great time for everyone in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah, super exciting time for Parallel in general. There's so much
Yeah.
coming. Yeah, and I'm excited to be partnered with y'all and everyone on this new project, and I think it's gonna be hype, man. I would want to be in it. That's all I'm saying. As anyone else, I'd want to be in it.
Just
You
saying,
know,
guys.
if you like Prime, if you like cards, if you
If
like,
you like winning,
I don't
if you like-
know.
if you
If
like
maybe-
winning.
If you happen to like money and winning, I mean, I don't know if you might be one of those rare people who like
Yeah.
those things, but I would want to be in it if I was those.
Yeah, and if your girl's holding you down, just slide us a DM and say, "Hey, I need help. She's trying to stop me from winning, you guys."
Yeah.
Okay.
We have an
Cool.
assassination program.
Jesus, we weren't supposed to leak that yet.
It's all fuck. Sorry.
Damn.
So right now we're basically people can DM us, but we're not like I don't think we're gonna be open until it like launches, right? For members.
April was the rumor,
Yeah.
but I don't know anything about like who the initial bonds are.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
these are rumors.
that'd be cool if we could make that. But if
be nice.
if not, we'll just have to outpace everyone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it's going to be iterative too. I guess the other thing to say before we get out of here is if you wanted to make a bond, it sounds like there will be additional rollouts too. So that's something to think
Yes.
about. And
Cool.
they do everything iteratively as well. So it probably wouldn't be soon after the initial rollout. Something to consider.
There you go. Yeah, think about it, nerds.
Exactly.
Think about it, but you know who you're going up against at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And kiss the ring.
Yeah.
You said it.
Thanks for being here, Rogue.
All right, guys.
Yeah, man. This was a lot of fun as always.
Indeed.
A grand old time, a grand day out, like Wallace and Gromit. We went to the moon. We ate a little toxic cheese, and we're gonna bring it home for a landing. Thank you guys
That's
for
it.
being here as always. Thank you, Rogue, for dropping by. Rye, thank you. I don't really want to thank the people in chat because a lot of toxicity in there. But we're going to have a good time. We will see you guys. Austin streaming tomorrow, as always, doing some parallel grinding. I was going to say
Grindering.
grindering, but
Grinding.
I just had to,
Grindor.
had to switch that up real
Dude,
quick.
Get on that parallel grinder for breeding, bro.
Exactly. That's the alpha.
It's been a good time, though, guys. Yeah, that's it. We're out. Peace.
Later.